Sega.
Hello all and welcome to another video for Total War Warhammer. I'm Joey, joined by Darren, and this is the Everchosen versus the Everwatcher. But spoiler alert, if you don't want to see or have any endgame spoiled for you, look away now and, you know, join it after you've played a bit. But Darren, tell us what's going on with this.
Yeah, so basically we're playing as Chaos and we're playing against Chaos, and like Joey said, spoiler alert, toward the end of your campaign a certain guy will appear in it and he will attack you with a large endgame force over and over again. And this will happen even if you don't play as Chaos. He'll come in a little bit earlier. I think it's around turn 130-ish. It's in the hundreds anyway, where you'll encounter another Chaos army. So I'm playing as Archaeon, the Everchosen, and I've got my army here of Forsaken. I've got some Chosen with halberds, lots of late game units here like Chaos Trolls. This is a Metal Sorcerer here and a Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, so it's quite a big force going up against another big force. And it's worth mentioning that usually they spawn with two, the one I'll be fighting, but I've already killed one of them. So it's just a 1v1 kind of army on army battle here. And we're fighting in the Chaos Wastes. So here he is
very
here.
atmospheric. Yes, this is Sartorial. This is the main antagonist for Total War Warhammer. He's not Tzeentch himself. He is just an agent of Tzeentch. He's a greater demon, and well, he means business. He's out for you.
He's pretty big. He's probably one of the biggest units in the game, and he's extremely powerful, as we'll see pretty soon. This is a battle replay that we're flying around here, and I've also introduced some like kind of cinematic shots just to get you a good view of what he's capable of. But basically you can just see the AI's just having a quick reshuffle here as they get up close to them. They're putting their kind of chariots on the wings and their knights behind them. They've got a lot of Chaos Trolls themselves, but their ones aren't armoured. And Sartorial himself has got the Lore of Metal, so you'll see him casting some spells now pretty soon. And they've got a Hell Cannon constantly firing on me as well, so that's why I'm constantly moving up.
See the tendrils coming up there, Chaos tendrils underneath
Yeah, everywhere
him.
he walks. And here
Gross.
he's actually casting a spell. I can't remember the name of it, but it is the metal bombardment spell that comes down. But he's actually just kind of missed. Although he does another one later that's a little bit more devastating. Yeah, but you see, what are those tentacles on his staff? It's pretty grim.
Yeah, it is nasty.
And his staff, he is the Everwatcher, and his staff has like a little eye on it as well. So I don't know much about what that means, but
Lots of eyes with Tzeentch.
Yeah.
Actually, lots of them.
so look at that. That just looks amazing. He can actually fly just a little bit. So when he's charging in, he kind of takes off a little bit, comes down and flies in. And I got Archaeon to fire a fireball at him, but it just missed. You can just see he's actually
Oh my god!
he's absolutely wrecking up. He's just throwing everybody around. Forsaken are a really good unit, really high damage dealers, and he's just throwing them around. And the whole line's been engaged here straight away. You can see on the radar, like everything's like quite busy. Everything's in combat at the moment. I've got my Shaggoth moving around. I've also cast the Fate of Buna on their Hell Cannon just to kill it. Although I didn't realise it actually doesn't actually do too much damage against it for some reason. So I decided to do the unthinkable, but it is a replay, so I have paused it.
Darren!
Just because so much was going on that I felt it was worth showing just everyone's bogged down. So I've got my Chaos Knights mixed in with their chariots and their knights.
Oof.
Actually on both flanks as well. And you can see they've actually got a lot more on this side.
Yeah.
And it's kind of hard to see because we're all Chaos, you know, and the Chaos Wastes is really dark and grim and red. So it was really hard to keep track of what was going on. So
You're holding a nice line in the centre though.
yeah, so it just kept kind of a steady line across, and Sartorial is in there like kind of moving everything around, shaking things up quite dramatically, and Archaeon is in there as well fighting. So it's pretty cool. Like for an endgame battle, like it's really serious, and things go by really quickly in this battle because it's such high tier units. So you really have to focus on it. It's really difficult to play it if you don't pause it, especially when you're fighting the two armies. And you can see he's just casting all his metal spells to kind of weaken our armor. And I've got Archaeon casting buffs to the Flaming Sword of Ruin, I believe. And you can see their trolls are running away, but they're coming back. I've got my armored ones fighting their regular ones. I love the armored ones. They've got like all like scaffolding on their back, basically. It looks really cool.
Horrible.
And I'm bringing halberds out to help the cavalry fight on the sides.
So how are you doing with Archaeon there?
Okay, so I've just pulled him out actually. Gonna try and take another shot, another fireball shot. Archaeon is ranked up almost fully at this point in the campaign. And I've got him to have a double fireball spell. Usually it's just one, so here he's gonna throw two at him. smack right into it. He just kind of turns and he's like, what was that?
Oh.
So it's not too bad. But yeah, so Sathoriel, super powerful, way more powerful I think than Archaeon usually. And he's really high rank as well, I think he's like rank 20. So you just see, you know, no pun intended, but the chaos going on here. The giants messing things up, the Shaggoth in there as well.
Come on, it was a little bit intended.
Yeah. So yeah, I got my Metal Wizard to cast Spirit Leech on him, so that's obviously really good against single entities and lords. So that just starts draining his health. But again, you know, I've got like 4 units on this guy. He's completely bogged down. He's just throwing guys around. And I was just checking his health there, and he's casting more metal spells and bombardment spells. He brought that one down right on a group of my own guys, did a huge amount of damage. And finally, we were able to take him out. So it takes about 4 units and a lot of spells to bring him down, but finally the enemy lord is wounded. And he might come back at some point, so you might see him resurface again, but eventually if you push them back into the Chaos Waste, you can kill him for good and stamp out the Chaos Invasion, get an Age of Peace, and then you don't have to worry about them anymore. Although I'm playing as Chaos.
It took you basically 4 solid units and Archaeon to get him down.
Yeah, basically.
And that was consistent throughout the majority of the battle.
Yeah,
He is no joke.
No, it's really serious. When you're not playing as Chaos, if you're not prepared for Sathoriel's army, you're going to have a really bad time, especially if he's laying siege and stuff. He'll come through the gates and just destroy a bunch of people.
Come on, Darren's top tips. What do you advise to face Sathoriel?
So it depends. So I'm playing as Chaos. Sathoriel appears slightly differently when you're playing as Chaos. He'll appear with 2 armies, 2 full stacks on your legendary lord, like straight away. So it's like a massive civil war almost. If you're not playing as Chaos, he'll slowly come down in one of the invasions, in one of the many invasions that comes down. And it's usually just best to bring like a lot of spears and stuff, because he has a lot of trolls and tall and like large units that you want to be able to take down. But basically you just need to outnumber him. He's so powerful, like you'll need to just overwhelm him. Because he's going to kill a lot. Like there's really nothing you can do about it. It's all, your whole campaign builds up to the point where you have to fight him. So you have to be prepared in terms of your spells and your leveling up and stuff. You just need to be ready for basically a massive endgame boss, essentially.
Oh yeah.
So that's basically it. Once he dropped down, most of the rest of the army started to rat. You'll notice at the end as well, it didn't actually get that many kills, and neither did they. We just end up I ended up breaking their army and routing them. So, you know, you do have to chase them down and make sure they don't come back, because they will just keep coming back if you're not careful with it. And that was just their final unit gone there, which is their Hell Cannon. They don't tend to break very easily, and that was it. So that's basically a close victory. You know, I think if I didn't take Sathoriel down quickly, you know, I wouldn't have been able to win, probably. So yeah, there's the stats. Losses, like I took 400 losses and they only took 500 losses, and they had much less than me, but they had a lot more monstrous infantry. So yeah, so it's a pretty good battle.
Excellent, nicely done, Darren. Thanks for watching this video, and remember to subscribe for more videos on Total War.